Okay, and we're back. Hello, and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War. We're going to be starting off a new campaign tonight, and after some thought about it, we're going to be playing as the Fimir, because we did do a Fimir campaign a while back, and we kind of did another one where we played as Balakor because he used a lot of the Fimir units, so we saw the updated units models they had. However, as you see here, I don't know what this is about, but you see here, the Service Phil will need have gotten their own legendary lord, Meargh Skittach, which I don't actually know that. I know nothing about her. I think she's a character from the lore, and this is like probably the lore. With quotations and marks around it. It's probably like a single line in a book somewhere. I think from vague memories of reading on the Discord about the character, pardon me, shaky rivers if I get this wrong, I think Meargh Skittach is the character named as a banner being based off of. There's a banner of the Fimir, not this one, but another one was like a Fimir head on it, which I think is mentioned as having been based off of her. But yeah, they've got their own legendary lord, so let's go have a look and play as the faction, because it's been a while and the Fimir are fun. That works. Let's see, minus 40 diplomatic relations with most factions, 70% casualties captured post-battle, chance of ambushing any enemy army this force attacks all armies. Okay, so we've got a ambush attack stance. Plus 50% income from slaves. And lord effects. Of course, Meargh Skittach is replacing the named but not legendary lord that we had last time, which is oh geez, I forget his name now. How terrible. It was something. We always saw him wandering around the maps and do other factions' territories. But let's see. Lord effects. Minus 15% upkeep for Fimir warriors, Fim Guard, and Fianna Fim. Okay, that's nice. So we ought to make more use of Fim units in our armies. 10% magic resistance for Fimir warriors, Fim Guard, and Fianna Fim. That's nice. And plus 5% casualty replenishment rate. Nice. Okay, well, let's get it started. No quote to go with it. We can imagine one, you know. The Fimir have long dwelled in the marshes of the world, hidden from sight from the other races as they've bemoaned their replacement at the hands of the Chaos Gods with the more easily manipulated and more enjoyable human race. But the Fimir will eventually rise up from their marshes to vie for the Dark God's favor once more, and woe betide any races which gains their ire, for they are cruel and capricious to the ones that they take as slaves. I don't know, something like that. I think actually, having looked at the start, we're also going to be having a bit of a different start. Not too different, but it's going to be easier because if you remember last time, we actually started with 2 regions under our control. The Bearslings camp up in the north and the floating village, I think it is, in the Marshes of Madness. South of ruins of I forget, the Strigoi capital in the middle of the Badlands. But yeah, we only start with the Run region now, which will make things easier because I won't have to juggle income for 2 armies to defend an area all the way to the north. Floating village, Morkai. There we go. Okay, so here we start. And she's got the River Troll hag voice, which I guess it suits her. Since the Fimir only have the one voice. I like that staff she's got. It's got like a chaos star and a big eyeball in the center of it. That's pretty neat. Our army is 3 Boglars, Fimir Shirls, which are the slave Fimir. Fimgard, which have Guardian, Siege Attacker, 5% magic resistance, 10% magic resistance, 5% missile resistance, they cause fear, defense versus large, and from the mists, which, while our leadership is high, we gain plus 22% missile resistance because the Fimir create mists and fogs around themselves to hide themselves from view. Still rather expensive upkeep, 340, even with our discount. Fimir Warriors, 309 upkeep. These are monstrous units, so they're in squads of 12, so it's right that they should be rather expensive. Cause Fear, same thing. Sundered Armor on their magical melee attacks, they're anti-large. 27 bonus versus large. These ones have great weapons. We also have the Fen Beasts, which are animated constructs. Undead monstrous construct. So they're both undead and construct. They have regeneration. They disintegrate when their leadership goes low, and they have more leadership when your mana is high. So they're pretty neat. They also cause fear. And they have 25% missile resistance. Because they're essentially a large lump of mud with wood in it. They're also a unit, as it mentions here, which the forces of Albion can make, which we should play as Albion as well. They actually have 2 different lords to choose from. And we also have River Trolls, which I think they're a new unit added since we last played as the Fimir, so they're going to be useful. Be able to lower the enemy's melee attack. They have regeneration, of course, fear, 5% missile resistance. And yeah. And the Boglars, which are expendable, poor leadership, they're goblins. They also have From the Mists, though, which is pretty nice, so they are a bit harder to injure with ranged weapons than normal goblins, though they lack shields. 40 upkeep, though. Meargh Skittach. Skittach. I'm gonna have to try a few times until I come up with a pronunciation and I'm satisfied. Let's see what she's got. Staff of Balor's Eye. At the tip of this magical staff rests an ancient Fimir artifact known as Balor's Eye, a magically preserved eye said to belong to the mysterious there is missing an S after the Y, Fimir god, able to open a rift into the realm of chaos and suck all the user's enemies within. Minus 20% miscast base chance, plus 40 armor-piercing weapon damage, gives magical attacks. Okay. That's actually not really that... It's not necessary for this to give magical attacks, because she seems to have magical attacks as base. And also Sundered Armor on her base attacks too. Plus 5 Chaos Corruption. Because I don't think a magical weapon lacking magical attacks would remove magical attacks from the character's base attack. Plus 5 Chaos Corruption in the local province, and ability Staff of Balor. It is a 1 cast of a vortex spell, which lasts for 13 seconds. Causes moderate magical damage. Huge stationary area of effect. Good versus armor. Okay. Nice. So it's a stationary vortex. Ooh. Crown of the Hellmother. This thorny metal crown once belonged to the first Hellmother, a Meargh who united together all the ancient Fimir clans. The Hellmother was a potent sorceress. Sorceress there is spelled wrong. The C and R need to be turned around. Who placed many warding and magic amplifying enchantments upon her crown. Skittach has recently found the crown in a journey to what she claimed as the ruins of the Wandering Isle, the ancient lost homeland of the Fimir, and used it to claim the controversial mantle of the Hellmother. Plus 13 wins a magic power reserve, 10% magic resistance, and 10% ward save. That's pretty nice. Aura of Chaos, that's the same. 10 magic resistant, missile resistance, ritualistic fury. I think that's something which Norscan shamans can get. I'm going to guess from that blurb there. Plus 15 melee attack. That's nice. Only got 38 melee attack and 31 melee defense. 40 armor. So that will help her in there. Bite of the Swamp. 10% weapon strength. From the Mists. Campaign movement range increase and ambush success chance increase. Eye of the Bale Fiend. 50% magic resistance. Oh, she doesn't actually have magic resistance in space. Even though I think she gives magic resistance to her army. Oh, yeah, okay. She gives it to Fimir warriors, Fimgard, and Fianna Fim. Okay, so specific units. It's not just their whole army. That's fine. What's this say? Pretender Hellmother. Having been ousted from her fortress at Schadensumpf by the ever-encroaching humans, Skittach has travelled far into the south along with the rest of her clan in search of the lost Fimir homeland of the Wandering Isle. Believing to have found it in the marshes of the Badlands, she has proclaimed herself Hellmother, Meargh of all the Fimir. Neat. Okay, okay. I believe their Pretender is being used in a similar way as it's used in, for people who played the game, Dominions 4 and 5, where Pretender is more someone who's vying for the, title of, like, God. Or, well, in Dominions 5, Pretender is used as to describe a bunch of gods and other figures who are looking to take the mantle of, what's it called? Pantocrator? I think it is. Pantocrator. Sort of like the supreme god. So, I think it's not like, say, she's pretending to be the Hellmother. It sort of means she's like vying for that title. Maybe I'm explaining for no reason. I wasn't really that aware of that word having that meaning, so anyway, the Balefiend, ancient leadership. The Meargh are the respected and feared witch queens of the Fimir. Skittach is at her prime as a Meargh, having ruled over her clan for 800 years. There's no need to have 800 there. Just having the number as 800 is sufficient. Unless you want to write out 8 as a word. Plus 2 public order, all provinces, and 100% income from sacking settlements. That's nice. Skittach's Fianna. From the moment she took on the hated mantle of the Fimir Hellmother, Skittach keeps a personal guard of the most elite, skilled, and loyal Fianna Fim of her clan, lest any ambitious Dirach get the wrong idea and try to replace her with a more pliable Meargh. Plus 8 melee defense for Fianna Fim, plus 10 melee attack for Fianna Fim, and upkeep minus 30% for Fianna Fim. That's nice. On top of the minus 15 she gets already. So that's going to be minus 45% upkeep for Fianna Fim. And you can start getting this at rank 8. Okay. Poison Mist. Your Mearghs naturally exude a magical mist that poisons and dazes all non-Fimir. Skittach's mist is a particularly noxious one. Okay, around self affects enemies in range, max 3. Leadership is lower than 50%, it's disabled. 65 effect range. Causes damage to combatants. And minus 10 leadership. That's quite nice. And it's in effect constantly, not only when she's in melee. Venerable Hag. Most ruling Meargh are incredibly ancient, the oldest reaching thousands of years. As they age, their intelligence heightens and their skin hardens and wrinkles. Plus 10% hit points and plus 10% research rate, action-wide. Witch Queen of the Fimir. That's also something else. Can't remember whether the research tree was changed last we played as the Fimir. I'll go over that as well. Maybe not this turn, but let's see. Witch Queen of the Fimir. Being one of the Meargh Skittach is a fearsome sorceress, able to easily manipulate the winds of magic, and even lend some of her magical acumen to the lesser Dirach males. Plus 5 winds of magic starting power, starting amount, minus 10% cooldown to all spells, plus 10% range for Balefiend apprentices. I think they've changed. Yeah, they've got a ranged attack now. I don't think they had them when we last played as them. I can't remember whether we recruited any. They might have been a bit too difficult to recruit. We'll certainly have to have a look at them. And 10% missile damage for Balefiend apprentices. And Master Demonologists. Fimir have a natural aptitude for summoning demons, said to come from their half-demonic heritage. The Meargh summon demons with ease, casually summoning and binding thousands of lesser demons on a daily basis to act as servants and warriors. Plus 10 melee attack for Bloodletters and Plaguebearers, and ability Summon Bloodletters. During battle, you could summon 1 unit of Bloodletters. We can also recruit them, which is pretty nice. You'll note also she has the Law of Dark Magic. So we've got the spells that Dark Elves can usually have. Chill Wind, Power of Darkness, Word of Pain, Blade Wind, which is a really nice vortex, Spiteful Conjuration, minus 15 armor. That will be nice to go on top of our Sundering armor attacks. That's minus 30, so that's minus 45 armor. I mean, while we're casting spells. But that lasts for 18 seconds, so we'll be able to make good use of that. Evasion, Earthing, Magical Reserves, Doombolt, Soul Stealer, and Arcane Conduit. Okay, down here, Dominating Presence, Deadly Fodder. Okay, I think I've gone over all this. I don't think this has changed since last time. Masters of Battle. Armor increase, melee defense increase, physical resistance increase. Deadly Devourers. Melee defense, leadership, and missile resistance for Fen Beasts and Trolls. 15% missile resistance for Fen Beasts. What do they have? 25. Okay, so that'll put them up to 40%, wouldn't it? Pretty nice. Experienced Raiders. Plus 12 for Glacial Dragon Ogres. Okay. I guess we're going to get those up in Norska? I don't actually know anything about that unit. Melee attack and weapon strength. Ogre. Oh, Glacial Dragon Ogre. Right. Hounds and Marsh Reavers. Yep. Okay. And Heralds of Doom. Armor for Chaos Giants, Fen Hulks, and Mistmaws. Ward save and weapon strength increase. And Fight or Die. Okay. Nice. And Blue Tree is... we got Norse Resilience. Masters of the Fen. Gives us an extra Balefiend capacity. Lightning Strike. Ancient Cunning. Unnatural Healing. Upkeep Reduction. And Spawn of Chaos. Unit experience gain per turn 150 for Lord's Army. Okay. And we've got 2 points to spend from the beginning. I'm going to get Dominating Presence and... I'm going to be making use of Marsh Reavers again because I really like those units. But we might have to make use of cheaper units to begin with. I'm going to get Dominating Presence and Ramp Marcher. It's boring, but the extra movement range will be useful early on. Okay. We have the Floating Village. There we have Gobbo Shack. I'll be wanting this, Master Traps, for the extra income. And Slave Decline Rate. We're going to have to try and get Morgheim as quickly as possible. There is the Strigos Empire in there. But Smashing apart a bunch of bony skeletons shouldn't be too difficult for our units. Team Death Quest Shell Javelineers. I think that's a new unit. Though we might have seen them when we were playing as Balakor. They throw javelins, of course. Girls, marsh hounds. Balefeed apprentices. There's those. They have 22 ammunition for magical attacks. 5 armor piercing. Okay. We could also get Chaos Trolls. We have Bale Fiends of various laws. Shadows, Beasts, Fire, and Death. Marsh Reavers. River Trolls, Fen Beasts. We also get Chaos Giants, Bloated Corpses, and Fen Hulks. Up there, that's all of our Fimir. Finmore. Fim Death Quest. Fimir Warriors, Mistball. Giant River Troll Hags. Fimir Warriors, Great Weapons, Fim Guard, and Fianna Fim. So again, Plague Bearers and Corn Bloodletters there. And yeah, we're all the patrols. Oh right, yep. Slave Pen. What are we going to get? I think the Blood Font for the Growth and Public Order. And I'm going to get the Fetid Borg. So that I can get some Fimir shirls. Because I do like those. Yes. And we'll move you up to there. And we can't recruit anything, so I am going to force march you into the settlement. Okay, who have we got around here? Chief Ugma is just down there. He has Chaos Stone Trolls, Cavern Trolls. There's Icky Iron Jaw. Puh. And Commander Bernhardt. He starts with Caribou Greatswords? Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Research tree. Here's our tech tree. Blood Rituals. Plus 20 for growth. Tyrannical Rule. Slave Caste. Dark Magic. Forgotten Children of Chaos. Bottom of the food chain. All goes up to some really nice research down here. Like this one, which gives rage to all of your armies. So that's pretty cool. You just have... Is that the ability which Berserkers have for the Norskans? Magical enhancements, which gives all of your lords and heroes Warp Fireball or Wind Blast bound spells. And plus 20% ward save for lords and heroes. Fimir Superiority, upkeep reduction, leadership increase, melee attack and defense increase, an extra income from slaves, Masters of the Fen, more missile resistance, leadership, and melee attack for your more monstrous units. It's going to be a while till we get to them. They do have costs attached to them. I think we'll go for... we're going to need Chaos Corruption, that's right. I might want Forgotten Children of Chaos so that we have +2 Chaos Corruption. How much are we causing normally? Character is causing 2. Buildings and Commandments is 1. And that's going to be... Yes, just that. So if I increase that to 3... It's going to be... Okay. That would actually put us into plus. So I think I'm going to... that's going to put us more than our competitors at the moment. So we'll get Forgotten Children of Chaos. Before the rise of men, Fimir used to be the favoured race of the Chaos Gods. Long since discarded, most Fimir still desperately try to gain the attention of the Dark Gods, even if it is just for one short moment.
Fill my belly!
Okay. Put that on double and we'll end turn to move on. Okay, so the immediate goal, of course, will be to take over the entirety of the swamps area, just so that we're not dealing with vampire corruption, as well as, you know, so we own an entire province. After that, don't really know. I'll have to check our habitable locations, though the Badlands is going to be habitable. This swamp counts as that.
What? I need carrion.
Oh, the shells and the javeliniers cost the same upkeep. How much is our upkeep? How much income do we have? 906. Okay, so that's going to be 336. Yeah, okay.
Carrion.
Get a blood-stained altar. Increase the chaos corruption some more. I think I'm going to have to attack Mordheim pretty quickly. I don't want them to get a garrison building, and being unbreakable undead, I don't know whether we'd have the power to break through the wall. Though we do have a spellcaster as a lord now. She has chill wind, which is alright.
I'm hungry.
Yes, yes.
I bring curse.
Ooh. Okay. Right, yes, we don't have underway. At least I don't think we do.
River
Nope.
Hag.
And we're going to be taking attrition damage as we wander through the swamp because of all the vampire corruption. What's our stances? March, Mist Trap. Yep, okay. Raiding stance and raiding camp. Okay. I kind of wonder what's the point of having both of these. Because the raiding camp, they both cost 50% campaign movement range to move into. Though you can move while you're in raiding stance, but I just swap out of them and go back into it when I need to. This gives you replenishment and access to global recruitment, and it doesn't come with the winded vigor penalty, and you're still raiding. Also got the other bonuses to melee defense, immune to attrition, so on. So I don't know. Maybe there's a use to them both being separate like that. Just don't know.
Look for carrion.
I get more shells. Yep, we're gonna have to break through the skeletons, so we'll focus on melee attackers. Also, it's a settlement, so we can't, you know, and we're going to have to break through their front gate, because most of our characters can't actually climb up the walls. There we go. Okay. Chaos corruption should be going up 65%. Yep.
Fill my belly.
You really can't move too far in the swamp. I am just going to have to...
I smell meat.
take our time. And I will get tyrannical rule to offset the public order issues a little bit more. If the Beastmen took out Morgheim for me, that would be useful. Vain hope. Okay. How much attrition are you taking? Ugh.
Drag it too far.
Yep, just do that. I guess there's a bonus of the raiding stance over the raiding camp stance. It's just easier to go into it, to travel over terrain rather than having to swap in and out of it. Even though I said that's what I use.
Carrion.
Oh, hello, there's a party around Morgheim, is there?
The Empire.
Bernhard.
Fear me.
Yeah. Okay. And turn again. Bernhard, if you end up taking Morgheim, I'm gonna have to take it from you. Don't do that. Okay, we get tyrannical rule and Beastman raids. Damage my buildings. Fantastic. Thanks, Beastman. I have to throw pennies at it to repair the buildings. Get slave cast to increase the melee attack and defense of our shells by 6 and by 4.
Trollhead.
I don't know whether we'll wait on that. Oh, there's a lord with a whole stack cat on. You've nearly got a full stack as well. Let's see. If I had to fight armies of skeletons, what's the best way to deal with it? It's just to take out their lords. Or we could push through their lines and get straight to the center square and hold off there. Since we're a lot of big stompy monsters. Yeah, they're not going to be rebelling. What's your melee attack and defense? 27, 24. So if we get this, that'll put it up to 33 and 28. Yeah. That's actually more melee attack than the Imgard, who have 30. Fimir warriors also. They only have 28 and 28. They're more defensive, 38. But that is a significant boost to the shell's stats. I might actually wait for that. Just to make things a little bit easier. I don't think it will make or break the battle, but usually I say, I think if it comes down to like a few different stat changes here and there, then if a battle comes down to like a few stat changes here and there, then I usually have bigger problems.
Stronger.
What do we get? Dragon Bone Raiders. These battle-hardened, merciless warriors are experts in sacking, looting, and the carnage that ensures. Plunder, and killings are their reason to be. Plus 5% income for raiding, and income for settlements plus 5%.
I'm hungry.
And you went up a level. I could also get Deadly Fodder to increase their melee attack by 4 for 1 point. Which was the upgrade? Just going to increase it by what? 7 was it? 6. So that increases it by 10. The thing is that I don't know if I'm going to be using shells later on. So it's sort of putting a point into something which I might not be able to make all the way through the campaign. But I suppose later on, my other units are going to be good enough that it's not really going to matter if I put a point into that. Or I could put points into Born to Fight, which would help Fimir warriors. Fimir and Fianafim. By giving them 8 and 8, which would put them up to 38 and 50. And 36 and 46. If we put 3 points into it, of course. At the moment, it's just 4. And it's only melee attack, whereas the next point puts in the melee defense. And this doesn't increase melee. I'm gonna put it in border fight, because that's going to help our units in the longer run. You can encamp there, and we'll sit around. And next turn, we'll attack Morgheim. Or should I attack their army outside the walls? That way I don't have to deal with their walls shooting my units. Would that be in my benefit? In that situation, we run the risk of getting surrounded. However, at the same time, we don't have to deal with their walls. We're not going to be clumped up around the gatehouse, which I might not be able to push out of. And we could at least deal with one group of them before we have to deal with the next one. Theoretically. I am expecting to, like, deal with the Strigo Ghoul King and the Necromancer, and the rest of the army just collapses. We still don't really have the strongest army. Take 5 turns to recruit more shills. I don't think we have that time. You have Elfing Brazier and you've gone up to level 2. Garrison is not significantly increased. You have zombies and fellbats. What spells do we have? Power of Darkness, Chill Wind. However... Oh no, that's... Can I cast that at any unit? I thought maybe it was only on Lords and Heroes. That says self and ally. So I guess on any unit I can cast Power of Darkness. I can cast it on my Borglars.
Everything dies.
Fill
my belly.
How easy would it be to smash through their lines? Actually, if I attack them outside of the settlement, I have a chance of ambushing their army because of mystery. If I could do that, that'd make it much easier. Haha! And it happens. That was lucky. Okay. Let's go smash some undead apart. Apparently we're taking some of them as slaves, but... This is going to make dealing with, dealing with their capital much easier. I'm not going to have to fight all of them in their settlement. Can have Skittach go up and bonk Cadon on the head. No, bad necromancer. Okay, Boglars. Actually, the Boglars can go up here. Shells there. Shells there. These are all zombies. Put the shells up there. Have them deal with that. We don't really need them for their numbers. This situation. Put you there. Put you there and there. Why do you have that icon there. That's for the River Troll Hag, isn't it? That's her oh no, that's a vomit ability. I was going to say that's her Mither ability, but no, it's not. I guess you could sit back here and throw javelins at them. Can do that and there. Okay. That's fine. Start battle. Let's have a look at our units. So, Meargh Skittach. She's got a bit of a custom model. She's got a zombie head on her belt. Or a head on her belt. I like her little crown. That looks nice. Isn't that the belt from the Fey Enchantress? Maybe? Oh well, it suits her. She's also got some hair. It's interesting. I don't think the other Fimir have hair. And her staff. I like the look of that. That looks really cool. Big eyeball in it. Also got an odd, interesting color to her skin. It's like a sort of a earthy terracotta color. And she's got no club on the end of her tail. Interesting. I like her belt there. It's got like a whole bunch of little, like a skull pattern around it. Yeah. The Fen Beasts, they look cool. We've seen them before. They're like a combination of the Treekin and the Chaos Spawn. But they look really, really neat. River Trolls. That's from the base game. They look cool. Shills. I think they've actually had an update to the appearance for units, because the Shills look quite a bit more disheveled than they used to. They actually are missing a lot of armor on their bodies. Which is kind of surprising. That would have required some more modeling, because I don't think they would have had their body underneath their armor. So that's nice to see. They just have some pants and some robes over their head. And their bone clubs. Before, I think they're also... They had like the normal armor on, which the Fimir warriors have, which doesn't really suit them for the lightly armored shills that they are. These ones, they're the Javelineers. They have the big javelins in their hands. That's more Fimir shills. The Boglars, which are they're blue goblins. We have the what are these? Fimir, who actually have new helmets. I think is that helmet from the it kind of looks like one of the ones from the Albion armies. But that's neat. They have a unique helmet. They have their big maces and hammers and axes. We have the normal Fimir warriors with great weapons. They look pretty nice. I think they're pretty much base game. And I think that's about it. Yeah. And there's the Undead. Let's go smack them. Stop, 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 stop. How's it going? Can you deal with that guy? I did tell you to attack the Necromancer.
Eat everything in my name.
Yes, kick him. Arr. Oh. Kick. It does look pretty cool. Let's get that blood effects off there. There we go. So she's not quite as tomatoes sauced up. Yeah. Better one of you with like stuff. Yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. Okay. Blood effects on. And you can continue to knock around the necromancer. Tail slap. Maybe a warrior coming into battle. Oh, he's cast healing on himself. And let's help our guys a bit with some magic. Yeah, our river trolls are taking a bit of a beating. And our Meargh is actually taking a bit more damage than I thought she would have against these. I guess I can't completely write them off. She doesn't have the highest stats, being more of a caster. Yeah, her melee defense is 31. Cadon's is 38. He actually has higher melee defense and 32 melee attack. 38. As we've seen, she does have armor sundering on her attacks. Get out of here. And he's dead. And the army crumbles away. There we go. We did lose a few Fimir warriors. And some river trolls. But considering that was the larger of the two armies, I think that's fine. The other one has, well, there's the garrison, but that's just what? Skeleton spears. And some zombies. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Who got most kills? 170 for those shills. Guess they were fighting zombies. 34. 84 for the Fimir warriors. Fen Beasts 137. 66, 29. 134 for the Fim guard, and they took no casualties. Kill the captives. Get the leadership buff. And lay siege to the settlement. And we will get Born to Fight. Should I get one of these? We're not going to sack the settlement, we're going to take it over. We don't need Frostbite on Chillwind. Casting it's enough for the moment. Yeah, Frostbite just slows them down and slows their reload speed. Get Born to Fight level 2. Okay, so what have you got here? Skeletons, zombies. Skeletons, zombies, and Fellbats. And also Drigoi Ghoul King, who is going to be a fair bit tougher. This is actually a melee attacker. 54 melee attack, 40 melee defense. He has regeneration. He only has Invocation of Nehek. He only has 15 armor. We might have to mob him with a bunch of our guys. He's not anti-large. He does have armor piercing though. I'm not going to wait for them to run out of supplies, so I think we will just straight up attack. What's the battle map look like? Okay, well, that makes the choice much easier. The gates where I like to attack don't even have walls which you can assail with siege towers, so we won't bother. And it's got swamps over here too. Nice. I'm gonna have to be a bit careful about Meargh Skittach. I'm gonna have to keep her out of combat, what with her having taken half her health in damage. This isn't a unique map, is it? No. I just don't remember. I guess I haven't seen this one too often. With this wall here. Looks cool. I think it's just I haven't seen this map layout used for a vampire count settlement too often. Usually it's an empire settlement that I see in this format. Okay, line you there, and you there, and the javelins there, and the Meargh there. There we go. And charge up. Also, it looks a bit odd because it's got chaos lighting at the moment rather than vampiric, so everything's got a reddish hue to it rather than a blue or purpley. At least we don't have to worry about archers, aside from their walls. Those puffs of smoke from the bones the towers are throwing, it's really bright in this lighting. And there's a Strigoi Ghoul King. Okay. I'm gonna move you back here. Can I get a good cast of this against a bunch of units lined up? Or do I want to wait until we've gone through the gates? Is there something going on with the audio? Units sound a bit... And it's just some of the units sounded a bit... odd in their in the audio. Boink. Oh no, zombies! I'm sure you'll all find a way to deal with them. River trolls look so neat. I love the fins on their ears. They're helping a lot with their overwhelming odor. Apparently it affects the undead. They smell so bad that even zombies gag. That's a new level of stench. There's some nice particle effects left over from that spell. more zombies. Are you all pushing in as hard as you can? Oh, he's wasting his magic on healing these. Oh, I guess not wasting, but it's not going to change the outcome. And he has only got the one spell, so he's just delaying the inevitable. Could you come down here and fight us? Make my job easier. No? Okay. Yeah, just push through. Uh-oh, here comes Fellbats. How much does this cost every cast? 5. Shrink. The zombies keep having second thoughts about whether they want to attack us or not. They sort of get close and they're like, they get distracted. That is a massive shield. Where'd that come from? Off a wall or something, possibly. I'll just push. They keep sending units into the meat grinder. We'll get through them eventually. Oh no, that skeleton's lost his arm. Both of them have. That one's lost his head. Okay. Shirls with javelins. I want you to position yourselves there. Cast this like that. Actually, hold on. What's the stats of a javelineer compared to a normal shirl? Melee attack is 38, 32. 31, 30. Wait, hang on. Is that right? Okay, let's see. So the javelineers are in a unit of 24, so they are in a smaller squad. They have 20 less armor. No. Okay, javelineers have 20 more armor. 5 more speed, 7 more melee attack, and 2 more melee defense. And the same weapon strength. Charge bonus is the same. Yeah. What's our weapon strength changing for there? 30 base weapon damage, 8 armor piercing. Is that around the other way or something? No, 30 and 8. Okay. Their melee attack and defense seemed like it might be a bit too high considering they're a missile variant. I mean 38. That's what, 7 more points of melee attack than the shirls. Though the upgrade which we got, what did they have before? Can't remember. Has it applied to them? Didn't they have like 28 or something before? And the upgrade was like 6. Well, Throw some javelins at these zombies. Skeletons there. Oh, the fact that there's like Fimir throwing javelins is pretty neat. Oh, that's another thing. The shells, they don't have the clubs on their tails. I assume they were removed. Okay. This lighting is really nice. It's nice and clear. We get to see the Boglas bonking skeletons with beamers. Yeah, go get them. I believe in you. I still believe in you. You're trying your best. We really need to spread our units out. There's just this big clump of these guys back here and they're not even doing any fighting. There we go. Can I attack them? Shrink. Spell does a pretty nice amount of damage. It didn't actually kill any of them, but... Throw some javelins over there. The size of their javelins. The skeletons just don't care. They're holding tree trunks in their shields. All sticky out of their heads. Like that one. You don't really realize how big they are until it gets stuck on a human-sized model. Bonk. Yeah, that one hit him in the head. Point. Actually blocked that one with his shield. Well done. Oh. Nope, not good enough. Ugh, still more undead. Though, what was us dealing with that other army through an ambush, we are having to deal with less. So, that's a good. We lost another troll somewhere. Okay, that's constant around self. They don't actually have to be in melee to have the overwhelming stench. Okay. Fen Beasts, I want you to move up. You have taken no casualties and you have 102 kills. I think you can charge up to here and deal with these. They're not anti-large. And you can charge up there as well to break their armor. Cast a spell to deal some damage to them. Can I get you to throw some javelins against their Lord. Stick some trees in him. Does this count as a wooden stake? It should be super effective against a vampire, shouldn't it? Come on, I just want like one stuck in his head. Oh, I got one stuck in his foot. There we go. Is it? Oh, it's actually disappeared already. Oh, keep disappearing. Oh well. How's the rest of the battle going? They're doing diddly damage to him, but it's not really the point in trying to kill him. I think it's more the leadership debuff from taking missile damage. It'll just push him over the edge a little bit faster. Okay, charge. You could probably break those undead. Yeah, I could cast that on the Boglars. Shrink. Your lies will fuel my magic. Becomes even more undead. Shrink. Oh, that bounced right back. Oh, no. Okay, their armies are disintegrating. Go and charge him, and he'll probably start disintegrating, and we can just call an end to this battle. Wonk. Wonk. Ugh. There he goes. Hey! Close victory. Now Meargh got 185 kills. 31, 61, 48, 105, 69, 116, 103, 146, 189, 80, 234. Those Fen Beasts do a good job. 154 for the River Trolls. They did pretty well. 39 and 41 for the Javelineers. I think that was mostly kills him. Yeah. Pretty good all up. Okay, and what are our choices here? That we're going to enshroud it. Pillage and enslave gives us 2,200 and blessing or favor of the dark gods. Dark One's blessing. Plus 5 melee hit points every other second and 8 leadership. And yep, okay, so this is the same now as it was for the Chaos Dwarves. It used to be regenerate. It used to give regeneration and unbreakable, which was incredible, and also kind of incredibly overpowered. So it's now a nice buff, but it's not as overwhelming. We'll enshroud. There we go. And we own the Marshes of Madness. And the Strigos Empire is no more. We get a Berserker. Plus 8 plus 8% weapon strength. A wild and unruly beast of a man, good in a fight, and, well, that's about it. And a Mountain Scout. While some peaks of the Norscan mountain ranges remain impassable, this man has traversed those that can be crossed. Plus 5% campaign movement range. That's nice. I will get on you. I'm tempted to get casualty replenishment rate because she has a bonus to that anyway. But I do like building off of bonuses you already have. We'll get repair that for the Craggy Watchtower. And what can we get here in Borgheim? No unique buildings. And yeah, it doesn't look like anything too different. Okay, that's fine. We can actually get garrison in a level 1 settlement. That's pretty nice. It gives Fimir, Shirls, Fim Guards, and Boglars. I think I'll just go for the blood font. Increase growth. And should I replace that with something else? If I replaced it with something, what would it be? We can't get... Oh, we can get Boglars in Floating Village because that's level 2. That would also give me a Shaman. Allow me to get more of Little War. Or I might want dirt mounds there. That could be useful. However, that's also my only recruitment buildings. Yeah, let me see. What were your stats? It's not showing up properly.
What?
If I check 3130, is that going to be showing the boosted stats everywhere? 2724. Okay. So let's see. 2724. That should be 33, shouldn't it? And 28. 33 and 28. What are the stats? 31 and 30. Okay. That doesn't increase stats. That doesn't increase stats. This doesn't increase Fim Guard. You don't have any chevrons. And we don't have any other buffs on you currently. Okay. So let's see, that's actually increased your stats by what was their stats? 27 24, wasn't it? Yes, 27 to 24.
From the river.
That's 5 and 6, I think. Okay. Just write that down. Just okay, here we go.
I bring curse.
What's this do? Increases weapon strength for Javelineers and Death Quest. Charge increase for Javelineers and Death Quest. Ammunition for Javelineers and missile damage for Javelineers. Slave labor. Construction time reduction for all buildings. Casualties captured post-battle plus 25%. Blood rituals for increased growth. Dark magic for Winds of Mao power reserve increase. A glimpse of Nurgle. 5% physical resistance for all units, all armies. And 10% ward save for plague bearers. Bottom of the food chain. Bonus versus infantry. Plus 3 for Boglars and Chaos Warhounds. Plus 30% replenishment for Boglars and Warhounds. And plus 20% speed for Boglars and Warhounds. That would be very nice for the Warhounds. I think they're quite fast units anyway. 95. Yes, that's going to be... Is that 20% increase? That would give them like 115 or something. Yeah. With my extremely rough, mostly guesstimate math. We'll get blood rituals, since we're wanting to level up our settlements. And miasma, increase ambush success chance. Campaign movement range reduction, enemy hero success chance reduction. War call, increases tax rate. Dryarch bewitchment, increases chaos, corruption, public order. And imbue shells, increases growth. And income from slaves. Slave decline rate. Do we get growth from increased chaos corruption? I don't think so. And public order would increase. I think we'll get imbue shells. And we have an imminent rebellion. That should appear around Borgheim, because that's the provincial capital. I can't put a stop to that, can I?
8.
No. Okay, well, we'll just end turn and continue on. Yep, okay. Chaos Warrior's up there. Hello, welcome, welcome. That'll just be some more slaves for us to take. If those beastmen hang around still, I might also attack them. Oh, well, nope, there they go. Can I open relations with Ugma? We could eat you, but we won't because you're alright. Non-aggression pact?
I can.
My gut's still iffy on this one. Oh, good. We're not going to be fighting trolls right now.
No, scum.
What have you got? Zart and Dawi Breaker. Chaos Marauders, Marauder Horsemen, Throwing Axes, Chaos Trolls.
Fill my belly.
Yeah, let's deal with you now. Before you get too large. And I'll just auto-resolve that. And we'll put you to chains.
Oh, carrion.
And head back.
Drink marrow.
We'll get Born to Fight level 3. I get something else on her. I probably want Dreaded Slaver. That we captured more prisoners after battle. Next up, who's that? Teeth Snatchers.
This had better be good.
Grizz Guts Gut Stabber. Okay. Oh,
Ready.
we can see the Rot Blood Tribe. What do you say to the Rot Blood Tribe?
Yes.
Non-aggression pact? Sure. Yeah, I don't really want to upgrade this because I'm going to rebuild it in Borgheim so we can get to level 4. How many turns do we have? 3. Okay, that's fine. End turn. We'll just wait on growing our settlements. Oh, and I can see the Rot Blood Tribe because they have Karaka Skull. Okay. Something was raised over there. Scabby Eye, declare war on the Grudgebringers. Was it the Grudgebringers who raised it? Elspire tribe gets peace with the Rot Blood Tribe. Yeah, you like that we attacked the Strigos Empire. You probably won't like it because I might actually expand out into Ekrul. Oh, what's our habitable locations? Frozen, Wasteland, Mountains, Chaos, Wasteland, Temperate, and Savannah. None unpleasant. Uninhabitable is Magic Forest, Ocean, Temperate Island, Desert, and Jungle. Okay. I suppose maybe because jungles are too hot? I would have thought jungles are rather swampy, but... Yeah, whatever. It's not like we're going to get to a jungle. They're all the way over here.
I'm hungry.
That's our public order. Military crackdown is 7. Military presence is 7. That's 14. That's going to be in the positive. As long as I'm here. Lack of corruption still minus 10. It's going up. Okay. And I can actually move you out of the settlement now because we don't have to worry about vampiric corruption. There's still 2. But our chaos corruption is overwhelming it. That's fine. I was thinking that, at least thematically for the Fimir, the vampiric corruption looks a bit more swamp-like than the chaos corruption, which is just sort of all that charred, blasted land. Whereas if it was owned by vampires, it would all be swampy and... Well, there goes my target. What's eating them all? It's not like clan scurvy, is it, or something? They start up here. We'll upgrade Morgheim to a rugged keep. Do I hop over the border and try and attack? Maybe get one more unit of Fimir shells. Yeah, sure, let's pop over the border.
By the comet.
Or is it you, Bernhardt? Ragnar's wolves, the Pistoliers, Caribou greatswords, and Grudgebringer cavalry. If we do have to attack you, that could be a problem. You're kind of a powerful character. Get slave labor and intern. Okay, he sets up camp right next to us. We encounter Khemri, top knots have been destroyed, and Scabby Eye confederates with the Creeping Death. That's a fair sight different than the top knots what they did when we were playing as Clan Scryer. They managed to take over all of Araby.
Praise Sigma.
Could I deal with you? Commander Bernhardt is a unit of heavy cavalry. He's not just a hero on his own, or lord on his own. They have Caribou greatswords, which are unbreakable. They give melee attack and leadership to units nearby. Ragnar's wolves are pretty nice. 56-62. They cause fear. There's only 11 in the squad at the moment. And there's this, which I don't know what it would be. I would like to get rid of you. Then have you running around and just attacking people willy-nilly. Grudgebringer sword is a breath attack. Okay. You have Helm of Discord. Yeah, that could be a problem. And a White Cloak of Ulrich, which is another debuff. Yay. I don't really have anything to tie you down with. You can kind of reduce all of our melee attack and defense to 0 for a while.
The Empire.
Maybe I'm overestimating him with our unit of 15 and his unit of 8. But I haven't attacked the Grudgebringers too often, so... I don't have a good scale of, like, how powerful they actually are. If we could ambush them, that would actually make it quite a bit easier. War it is. He runs off. We can see the rest of their army, at least. Grudgebringer Infantry, which are badly injured. Galad's Elf Archers, which are... there's 6 of them lost. They get bonus versus large and charge defense versus large when they're in a forest. Grudgebringer Crossbows. Ragnar's Wolves, Pistoliers, and Grudgebringer Cannon. Which gives burnt on its attacks. Pepper Pot Shrapnel Shot. Newborn Sniper. Okay, well, let's go and attack them. Oh, and it's an ambush. Okay, well, that makes things easier. We just overwhelm them in melee. Oh, and there's 20 in Bernhardt's squad. Hero-led. Yeah. It's an interesting way of doing, Bernhardt. I mean, it's how he was in Shadow of the Horned Rat, which is what this is from, as I've said before. But he's actually like the, generals from, like, Rome 2 or, Medieval 2, in that he is a unit led by a champion, as opposed to a lord on their own. So, it's a little bit different. There is other units like that. The one which comes to mind at the moment, mod-wise... Oh, hang on. Okay, there was a crash. What was the cause of that? Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll just auto-resolve that battle. Good thing I quick save beforehand. The other unit which comes to mind, which is similar to how Bernhardt is at the moment for me, is from another mod. Is the I have my... I'm holding a figure I made of him. I'm trying to remember his name. He is the undead guy who has a sword which resurrects people he kills as skeletons under his command. Richter Kruger's Cursed Company, that's it. And I think he is a regiment of renown available to the Southern Realms factions in the Talia Astalia Border Princes mod. And I think his unit actually it has Richter Kruger standing in front rank. There's also other ones, I'm sure, but that's the one which comes to mind immediately. Okay, solve. I would have liked to see his units, but oh well. We'll put them to chains. And Grudgebringers are no more. I still haven't played of some. You should. We'll get Ancient Leadership. And can we take Dragonhorn Mines? Is it just ruins? It apparently is. Oh right, there's this. Yes, so if you search ruins, you have to make sure that you have enough money to settle it, because if you're scavenging it, you get attrition for 1 turn and -4 leadership. Curse of the Dark Gods. You waste your time searching for mere trinkets? True power lies with us, fool. And do nothing. You do nothing. Nothing. You don't have enough coin? Here, let me thin your ranks for you. 2 turns of attrition for the army and -4 leadership. So yeah. Don't go just searching around for no reason. I rather like that. It sort of makes sense that, like, you'd be punished for messing around with the Chaos Gods. I did sort of just think, I wonder whether there should be more instances of the Chaos Gods, like, actively hindering the Fimir. Though I suppose in a way that would be them taking notice of them, whereas the Fimir's whole thing is that they're sort of ignored by the Chaos Gods. Maybe you sort of gain the Chaos God's attention. Oh, we get mist over our lands. That's nice. But it starts off with the Chaos Gods just sort of kicking them around. And then it's just like, well, okay. And it becomes a bit more positive.
Eat
Let's stop getting slaves here. Okay. And we'll end turn, because our army is rather badly injured. They're going to be spreading this fog everywhere. Or mists. And we're going for time. Okay. We might do another 10 minutes, I don't know. Kislev declares war on the Rotblood tribe. And our Meargh gets a builder. Or gets builder. Right. Let's see. If I go up here, that will give us Balefeeds. Spellcasters. Nice. I could get this for income from slaves. So we don't have that many, so I don't think that would be too beneficial to us at the moment. We only have 270. Yep, let's get that and swap it over, and you can get Bloodstained Altar. Yep.
Fill my belly.
How's Ekrund? There's not too much of a garrison in there. Apparently Cetra's decided to go and attack Galbaraz. Why is he always focused on going north? He should more sort of focus on trying to, like, reclaim his empire down in Araby, then goes north. I guess he goes wherever the opportunity opens itself up. Safri declares war on the Rotblood tribe. Border Princess declares war on the Ugwa tribe. Truthsayers Council declares war on the Ugwa tribe. And the Ugwa tribe is wandering through my territory again. We could eat you, but we won't, because you're all right. Well... whatever. Shouldn't we be getting a bit of a positive there because we have a non-aggression pact with them? Or does that just not really do anything? I get dirt mounds.
Yes.
And I'll move you up to... Ekrund has no army in it. And no garrison building. I guess we'll go and attack that and take over Ekrund. I think we're going quite a bit faster than we were the last campaign as the Fimir. Not having a settlement all the way up in the north is very nice. It's an interesting challenge, but it did mean my already limited income was being split across two different places. Just so I could show, as you see. Previously we had started with Bearsling's Camp, I think it was. And I think I took Frozen Landing, because it was a provincial capital. It was a bit easier to protect. But yeah, anyway. Let's go and attack Ekrund. You're not giving me very good chances for that. Orc Biggins, Orc Boys, Goblin Archers, and a Goblin Big Boss. Let's go deal with them. Damn it! Capriciousness of the Chaos Gods. Okay, maybe we'll send some of our Boglars up over the walls. You lot And go there. Javelineers, go there. You go. Okay. Bog glass there. Bog glass there. Can hop out. And the Javelineers can move up. You can turn off auto fire as well. Orcs. And gobbos. Why is our Meargh at the front rank? 54 speed. 40 speed. She's actually the fastest out of all of our units. I would like if she was a bit slower. That way she'd be protected inside of the mob. But they're not actually shooting at her, so I guess that's alright. We'll hurt the boot with some ice. Have you broken the gates down? The gates are open, but they are attacking them. There we go. No, just charge forward. Don't try and, like... path to attack other units inside the walls. We do have to watch out for those big uns. They are anti-large. Bounce this off the wall. Didn't do too much damage. You go attack them. You go attack them. Attack them. Attack them. Skittach. Yeah, you're fine there. How's that bog glass going? Ah. Pretty terribly. Okay, they go wah. But it won't avail them. Get our Fen Beasts in there. I'm not too concerned about dealing damage to my own units with this spell. I feel it mostly it does more damage versus units with multiple large numbers of units in it, rather than our monstrous infantry. So I wish I had a buff for our Noblars, Boglars. Those Boglars are fleeing. Cast the power of darkness on them. They may as well be useful for something. We can get some more magic from them if they're going to flee. Yeah, that did work. You to go up and attack him. I don't even have any death quests in my army yet. No, one of the go-to units I would always have in the last campaign. I'm sure we'll get some next time. Go and attack them. Punt. They may be missing their tail club, but they can still splat a goblin pretty well. Oh, are they too far away? Okay. Oh yeah, they're all the way up there. How's our lord coming? Yeah, pretty well. He's getting softened up. And are they all broken? There's actually a bunch of goblins on the walls which are shooting at my javeliniers. They've used up a fair amount of ammunition. They haven't killed any of them. It's going to be our missile resistance. Helping. There we go. And they're shattered. Victory! That went pretty well. And we only lost 2 units of Boglars. Actually, we didn't even lose some there. Bled off the battlefield. I thought the one which I cast Power of Darkness on would have been wiped out completely, but apparently not. Let's see. 21 kills for Skittach. 48, 21, 23, 23, 69, 53, 56, 26, 42. 2 and 2. Okay. And we will enshroud and take over Ekrond. There we go. Repair that. And let's see, what can we get? Get the blood font, and we'll get the dirt mounds as well. Okay. And you get another level. Let's see. I can reduce the upkeep for Fianna Fim and increase their melee attack and defense. Poison Mist. That might be the most useful, actually. Minus 10 leadership in a 65-meter radius is pretty nice. Hit point increase, a research rate increase. And Winter Magic increase and Balefiend bonuses. We need to spend 3 points here before we can get Master Demonologist. Yeah, get Poison Mist. That's really nice. Okay, and spell. Research, not spells. Uh, 10% income from slaves. Isn't it 10% normally? Hold on. Income generated per 100 slaves in the province, 10. Okay. Income from slaves plus 10%. So that would be 12 income per slave, I think, with the upgrade. And this one increases it by 25%, so that would increase it up to 35%. I'm guessing. I'm not going to do the math to try and figure out exactly how much more we'd be getting from that. But we're not making that much money off slaves at the moment, so I don't think I'll get that. I think we'll get... what's this? Looters, expeditions, campaign movement range increase, and casualty replenishment increase, and attrition reduction. Sure, get to spoilers. What the Fimir cannot create themselves, they will take from the settlements of other races, and the Fimir are poor creators. Plus 50% income from raiders, for raiding, and plus 50% income from sacking settlements. Okay, end turn, and we'll probably call it there for tonight. Come the new turn. Going pretty well so far. Haven't gotten that many enemies. We've actually even got, well, not an ally, a non-aggression pact with Clan Ugma. I would like if we could get better relations with them, because Clan Ugma spreads chaos corruption. That would be useful to have them around, because we'd both benefit from that. If we take the rest of Western Badlands, and then what? Maybe go up and get Barak Var? I would like to make my way into the Empire. And I don't know. Make contact with the Norscan tribes? Yeah. I don't... The problem with going north here is I might get stuck in fighting dwarves. And it's difficult to get past the mountains. Especially since we don't have underpass. I would have to go through here or up through here. And that means going to war with Golden Order, which will probably pull in Belagar, Karakern. I don't know. We'll see. It should actually be easier. Yeah, this is all this is all habitable land for us, so our empire can actually spread a fair ways basically anywhere around here, except for south. So going north seems to be the best idea at the moment. Even in the mountains, it's fine. Anyway, we'll save it there, and we'll continue with the Fimir next time. Going pretty well so far. And it's nice having a spellcaster and a legendary lord for the faction now. Especially with the Lord of Dark Magic. It's not one which I've used too often. I don't tend to play as the Dark Elves. Well, thank you very much for joining, and I hope you'll join me again next time.